Hi guys. I want to talk to you about friends. Um, I have a really hard time making friends, and I've been homeschooled like almost my whole life. Um, so obviously that had its pros and cons. Um, and focusing more on the cons, I was, uh, you know, alone, isolated. I wasn't really able to, socialize and get normal social interaction skills or whatever you call it. And that kind of impacted, that kind of shaped me as a person. Um, and so whenever I did meet people, I kind of acted differently than the normal person would. But I always try to be myself. And I noticed that the more I would be myself, the more people would drift away from me, if that makes any sense. And so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why that would happen, but I started to realize that, you should always be yourself no matter what. And if anyone, you know, runs away from you being authentic, then I guess they're not really a good friend, authentic friend. So I try to, that's what I try to hold on to. When everything goes wrong in life, when people don't like me, I just try to remember that, hey, at least I'm not losing myself. And I want to try to, you know, continue being authentic, being real, being me, not losing that. Um, and, that can be hard sometimes when people tell you that you have to change yourself in order to be accepted, or for people to, you know, respect you. Uh, a lot of things haven't changed, right? I want to make some real friends one day. And I know that in order to do that, I have to get out. I have to be more social. I have to, you know, get out of this room. And so I've been trying to make, goals and think of different things I can do to get out of my room. One of them is college. And that was a really big decision I had to make. Like, I never really thought about it. And it's so funny, I actually got the idea from ChatGPT because I was asking ChatGPT, how could I, get out my room? And I thought, hey, that's a pretty good idea. Like, gotta get a job anyway, I gotta, get a career. And, it has a lot of pros. So I was like, why not do that? So, if I get into college, I think that'll be really nice. And that'll be a great way that I could, talk to more people and get used to, and whether it's, if it doesn't go the way I want it to go, I'm still getting experience, and that's what I need, knowing how to deal with people who are negative and dealing with people who are positive and being able to, figure out who is positive and who isn't positive. But, I think that's a rare thing. Finding people who can be authentic, nowadays. There's so many people who want to go back to those days when they were children, because those were the days that they were being them, They were able to have fun, relax. They weren't thinking about all these different things that give them anxiety. And they weren't thinking about how can I have the most swag and how can I be a baddie or whatever it was, They weren't thinking about any of that. It was just, how can I have fun today? What am I going to eat today? I really want to play with so-and-so. I really miss so-and-so, That's why I feel like as people get older, they kind of forget that, they lose all of that side of them. It's a hard road, and you get better as you progress. You go on that road and you keep going, and the further you go, the better you get, right? But I hope that you'll follow me on this road.